'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
It's called 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's a very famous poem. And my grandmother would read it to me every Christmas, on the Christmas Eve, before the fire. And it was always my favorite Christmas poem. That's why I decided to try and set music to it.
Mom and Dad falling asleep, and the kids as well, and St. Nicholas coming down the chimney to put the presents around the tree. Very famous. Alma Deutscher has set this to music. She's 13 years old, which is just a little older than my oldest grandchild.
Actually, I composed it when I was 8, and I still remember skipping outside in the garden and trying to think of a melody that would fit these words. And I remember exactly the moment when I suddenly thought of this melody.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
But you just make it.
I think we'll just try and get more space.
Because you
on
see,
it.
this the second time I have all the instruments coming
Yes,
in
and that's
doing
fantastic.
everything.
It's fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
Because the music becomes
exactly,
very
it becomes
jubilant and grows.
exactly.
But St. Nicholas is going off in his sleigh.
Okay, let's try that.
Well, let's see if we can do it. It may be.
This isn't really an ordinary poem. It's not just about
No,
how
it's
beautiful
true.
winter is or whatever. But it's, it's telling a real story.
It's a ballad.
Exactly, and so the music really needs to reflect the words
Right.
all the time.
Right.
And so I changed quite a lot and made it better so that the music
And
really
did
what
the
words
melody
were doing.
come to you as you just kept working over the text, and this section needs to have this feeling, or and also the different hints of a little bit of waltz here, or
Well, the first melody, that's the mysterious melody.
Right.
That I got already when I was
Boom.
8, and I was just trying to think of something that could catch a mysterious atmosphere, and then
Right.
and then suddenly I got it.
So these things, it's not like you're working them out. You hear them in your mind.
I hear them in my mind,
And they
exactly, and I
run
can
around.
hear all the harmony in my mind.
That's fantastic.
But I heard him exclaim,
Yes,
ere he drove out of sight.
yes.
It's not difficult. It's just
It's
silly.
Just, yeah.
Me.
and then
Do I slow this down here?
No, this was good. This was good.
Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that harmony?
If you could, it would be wonderful.
Like I did.
No. If you could
Sing
do
it
the
like
high,
a way, yeah, we
sing
do
a
it.
high note. That would
I
be-
think it's better.
But I really like the beginning. I like
I do
this
too.
very much.
Laying his finger aside of his
And maybe we
nose.
can stop just a tiny bit more here. So turned with a jar.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Let's do
and then
that.
you can take a big breath or whatever.
Let's
Yes.
dance it through. Good idea. Everybody calls you Mozart. I call you Schubert.
Exactly. I don't want to be. I don't want to be Mozart or Schubert. I want to
No,
be.
you're Alma.
Exactly.
You are definitely Alma. So let's try it again.
From nothing to dread.
I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and lay.
My kids, now actually my wife insists that before we open the presents to sing the family.
Oh, yes,
Which
that's
is a little
nice.
bit dicey because some of the members of the family aren't great singers.
Well, it doesn't matter though.
Bravo. And now we have a song.
Yeah.
new one.
And then instead of everyone reading, just reading the poem, they can all sing it.
Exactly. It is very singable. It's a little bit of a long range.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
I think it sounds wonderful. So I think Thomas is a perfect singer to sing it.
We're looking very much for how to make the poem come alive in these beautiful musical thoughts he had. It's a pleasure.